we all start out in the same chair, this chair that's not at the table. This chair is covered in black cloth because it represents the fact that this is where we sit before we're at the table and we're in the light. So let me give you a scripture out of the book of Ephesians that kind of describes what it's like for us when we sit in this chair. I sat in this chair, Robert sat in this chair, Kim sat in this chair, my wife Christy sat in this chair. Everybody that's ever made it to the table has sat in this chair first. There's no other way. People that say, well, I was born a Christian. No, we're going to find out in a second that that's not true. So listen to what Paul says in the book of Ephesians, chapter number 2, verse 1 through 3. Once you were dead because of your disobedience and your many sins. He's talking about this chair right here. He's not talking about people up here. He's talking about this chair. You used to live in sin, just like the rest of the world. The whole world is born into this chair, by the way. Obeying the devil, the commander of the powers of the unseen world. He is the spirit working in the hearts of those who refuse to obey God. All of us, say that with me, church. All of us. One more time. All of us. You know what that means? All of us used to live that way, following the passionate desires and inclinations of what? Our sinful nature. By our very nature, the fact that we were born into this world, by our very nature, we were subject to God's anger and his wrath, just like everyone else is. So we are in darkness. And you, a dead person, cannot respond, can they? If you go to a dead person and say, hey, come to church with me, what are they going to do? If they get up and come to church with you, we need to get you a TV show and put you on the road because you got the power of God on you, right? They can't. What can a dead person do? Nothing. They're dead. That's the illustration that Jesus is trying to give us. We're dead. I can't come to God on my own. Obviously, Nicodemus had been hearing the teachings of God because he said, no one could do what you're doing. And we've never heard anybody teach like this. Nobody can do so. Even though we're in the darkness, we're drawn to the light. We're curious about spiritual truth.